A man on a mission in the endless frozen wastelands of the Arctic. Photographer Norbert Rosing has to withstand temperatures of 38 below 0 Celsius to find that special shot. Rosing sometimes waits for weeks to capture scenes like these near Hudson Bay, Canada. Some of his best pictures have now appeared in the book Up Here, the beauty of the frozen north captured in images of stunning clarity. The nature photographer has been traveling around the Arctic Circle for 30 years. In his house near Munich, Rosing recalls extraordinary encounters, including one with a polar bear family.
She was sleeping with her cubs, and then suddenly she began playing with them. And then the temperature rose within an hour from 30 below to 8 above 0, and suddenly it began to rain. And we could see the mama bear licking her cubs dry. And then she stood up, the cubs wanted to suckle, we just had a couple of seconds.
Und dann war für 2 Sekunden waren diese Momente da.
The national park in Manitoba province has strict rules on working with the shy animals. Taking photos is allowed only in a group led by a guide, and you can go within 100 meters of the bears, but no closer.
Viele Bären tolerieren uns nicht, laufen weg.
The bears often just walk away from us, and we don't try to follow them. We can only work with bears that tolerate our presence and are relaxed. And sometimes we'll then have the bears for 4 to 5 hours.
Norbert Rosing still takes many of his photos with an analog camera. Here he's looking at slides from his travels in Canada and Greenland.
Then digital photography was introduced in the early 2000s. I resisted it for a very long time, and I've never really become a fan of it. I don't understand a lot of what people do with photography today. I love the genuine article.
Weil ich habe einfach die authentische Fotografie geliebt.
Rosing also likes to photograph closer to home, at Bavaria's Lake Amma. Untouched nature anywhere always fascinates him.
Mein Thema ist das wilde Deutschland.
It's about wild Germany, the way it was 100 or 200 years ago. Today, only little islands ever remain, and they're now under renewed threat from the modern world. I try to show people this is what it looks like. Let's save it, at least for the next 2 to 3 generations.
His photos have been published in high-profile magazines such as National Geographic. His pictures have even featured on postage stamps. Rosing regularly visits the polar bears at Munich Zoo. He also works as a biodiversity ambassador to the UN, helping to protect endangered species. Today in Munich, he's photographing polar bear Yogi.
I respect him immensely because he takes care of his offspring. What I like about coming to the zoo is first, because I can get very close to the bears, and second, I like to compare how bears look out in the wild and how they look in the zoo.
Visitors can now see live images of the polar bear enclosure's newest arrival. The baby cub is expected to make his first appearance outdoors in March. Norbert Rosing will soon be heading off for the Arctic again to capture more magical moments amidst the snow and ice.